The Three Little Pigs by Sarah Flotel and Lonnie Manos. Once upon a time there were three little pigs. One named Otis, one named Lonnie, and one named Mummy. Although that wasn't her real name. Her real name was Sarah, but Lonnie and Otis liked to call her Mummy. And they all lived together in a red brick house in Bromley, Kent. Otis was the oldest pig brother. He was 10, nearly 11. And Lonnie was a small pig brother, and he was just turned 5, and he goes to Southborough Primary School. It's quite unusual for a pig to go to primary school, but he's a particularly clever pig, and he's in Bramble class. Mummy Pig is a singer and a tennis coach, and she stays at home meditating all day long. However, one day, in the middle of summer, Mummy was in a deep, deep, deep meditation whilst the boys were playing upstairs. She heard this knock at the door. Hello?
It's Royal Mail Delivery. I've got a parcel for you.
Are you sure? It's a little bit early for that. The postman doesn't normally come till at least 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I've got something really nice for you, Miss Pig, yeah?
How strange. He shouldn't know my name. Well, I suppose there's no harm in opening the door. We live in a perfectly decent area. Oh, I didn't expect the postman to be a wolf.
Oh, well, hello, Miss Pig. You've got to be one of the only pigs that live round here, but I thought you would like.
Mr. Wolf barged his way into the house and threw Mummy Pig onto the ground. The boys upstairs couldn't hear her screams because they were too busy playing their phones with headphones on. Anyway, Mr. Wolf pushed Mummy into the front room and she's lying on the floor very, 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 very scared. He says, You,
I'm coming back later to eat you and your two boys for dinner. I ain't gonna do it now, 'cause it's the middle of the day. And too many people's gonna hear all the noise I'm gonna make. Right, I'm gonna come back when it's dark at night and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna have your little one for starters, and I'm gonna eat a big one for your main course, and you, darling, you're gonna be nice dessert.
Mr. Wolf, if you think that you're going to come back in my house and terrorise and eat me and my two children, you have another thing coming. Step one foot in this door, and I promise you I will rip out every hair from your body. And then I will put you on the barbecue. Not because I want to eat you, because I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat. But just so I see you suffer like you've probably made so many other thousands of pigs suffer. Now, please leave.
Bloody hell. I didn't expect her to say that. Normally the pigs get really, really scared and they just go, oh, please get out, please get out. And oh, God. Do you know what, though? I ain't giving up on this one.
Who's that?
The wolf. I ain't giving up on this one. I might take my time, but I'm going to get that pig family, I tell you, a bloody well am. Oh.
So the wolf walked off down the road in quite a huff. You know, he really was used to getting his own way all the time, but this time, Mummy Pig not only put up a fight, she showed him what a pathetic, horrible creature he really was.
And Mummy Pig could set a trap.
Mummy Pig could set a trap, okay. So, instead of scaring the boys...
At the door.
At the door, so it's going to happen later, cool. Instead of going upstairs and telling the boys what happened, she didn't really want to scare them. The doorstep. Didn't really want to do that. Didn't want to scare her boys. So she called them down, made them a bit of lunch, and then they got ready to go out.
And Lonnie had chewing gum, bubble gum.
Oh, Lonnie Pig said he didn't want any lunch. Why is that? Why is that then, Lonnie? Mummy, I don't want any lunch because I've got some... Come and do the voice.
Bubble gum.
Lonnie Pig's got bubble gum. Oh, Lonnie, that's not really a good lunch, is it? Otis says, just let him have whatever he likes, Mum. You know, he's all right. I want bubble gum for lunch too. Boys, you're not having bubble gum for lunch. Come downstairs and eat your cabbage soup.
Oh.
So the boys ate their cabbage soup and they took their fish oil. Because even though they're vegetarians, they took fish oil.
And I don't like my soup, Mummy.
Well, you're going to eat it anyway. If you don't eat it, the big bad wolf will come and get you.
But I want chicken.
You want chicken? But you're a pig. Why would you eat a chicken?
Because I'm a vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian who eats chicken. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, Mummy Pig, Lonnie Pig and Otis Pig went out for the afternoon. And before they went out, Mummy thought
Oh!
that wolf... I know he was pretty scared earlier, but he could well come back. He could well come back. So let me set a trap.
On the doorstep.
Well, even better than the doorstep. As she left, Mummy Pig made sure that the door was slightly open. She knew that wolf would be walking up and down the street, ready to come in, and she knew that he wasn't actually that smart. So she left the door open, and in each room, Mummy left a very special surprise for the wolf. Under the meditation blanket in the front room, she left a huge blow-up pig. And she filled the blow-up pig.
Who is it?
A blow-up pig, like a toy. She left a giant pig, blow-up pig.
Pretend that was my toy.
And it belonged to Lonnie. He got it for Christmas that year. And inside the blow-up pig, she filled it with a sticky poisonous glue.
Please don't do that, Mummy.
Oh no, this sticky poisonous glue wasn't for Lonnie or Otis or the mummy. This was so that when the wolf came back in the house, he would sink his teeth into this blow-up pig,
But that's my toy.
and the wolf's jaw would become stuck together with the sticky poisonous glue. Don't worry, Lonnie Pig.
Yippee.
I will buy you another blow-up toy. That's fine. So, trap number 1, all set up, bada bing. And this wolf with his jaw all locked together, and when that happens, he'll just go staggering around the house. Don't worry, there are more traps to come, but you'll find out about those later.
You can go. Ow.
So, Mummy Pig, Lonnie Pig and Otis Pig go out for the afternoon. Where do they go? They go out on their bikes. Lonnie Pig gets on the back of Mummy's bike, and Otis Pig goes off fast on his lovely green bike.
And we go to Greenwich Park.
We go to Greenwich Park, so it's quite a long cycle, but that's absolutely fine. Mummy Pig has got very strong thighs to get up Blackheath Hill. So they go out and they spend a lovely afternoon.
Pretend that's a short
Bromley thing. Okay, so on the way back from Greenwich, they go through Bromley. They've had a lovely afternoon. They've had ice cream from Unico. They've been in the park, on the skateboard ramp. Everything has just been absolutely gorgeous. They get back to the house. And Otis Pig says, Mum, the door's open. I said, Otis, have you left the door open again, Otis? No, Mum, I really didn't this time. I know I've done it about 25 times before, but I didn't this time. Well, what could have happened then?
Mummy, I think it was the big bad wolf.
The big bad wolf? Well, there's no such thing. I'm not bothered of a big bad wolf.
Oh!
So, Mummy Pig steps into the house first. She goes into the front room and she sees a rather sticky, icky mess. That sticky, icky mess, all the poisonous glue is sort of all over the floor. She said, boys, don't touch it. Just trust me here on this. Don't touch this. I'll get biohazard control in later to sort this mess out. Okay, don't you worry about that. That's fine. And She thought the wolf may have been still in the front room, that the sticky mess might have suffocated him or something, but no, he wasn't to be seen. So on guard still. Then Mummy Pig goes upstairs, and she goes into Otis and Lonnie's bedroom. Now, she put the 2 biggest teddy bears that she could find in Otis and Lonnie's bed, and she put a sign on the door and said, "Please don't come in."
It was Grizz, a
It was
panda.
Grizz and Panda. She's put a sign on the door, "Please don't come in. These boys are very, very ill. Notifiable disease to the health authorities."
Why are we?
Notifiable disease for the health authorities. Do not enter. Biohazard, in fact. Anyway, the wolf, being very greedy and a very curiously greedy wolf, went into the room and he saw these 2 giant pigs in bed.
What's a giant? Why are they really giant?
Well, pigs are pretty big, so even baby pigs are big. He's ripped up the cover
No, did you put the bears there?
and he's picked up the first bear, Grizz Bear. He's like, "This is not a pig!" And Grizz Bear's eyes opened quickly. "Oh my God, this is not a teddy bear either!" And Grizz Bear's tummy opened up and exploded and covered the wolf in prickly, prickly, prickly stinging nettles. Not only did he have a glued up mouth, or semi-glued up mouth, he could still manage to speak. Wolf's jaws are very, very strong. He was now covered in stinging nettles. They were actually glued to him, so ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Not one to give up, though. The wolf went to the second teddy bear. And the second teddy bear, oh, well, that was a totally different story. She took one look at him, got up, I mean, yes, the teddy bear got up. This is a magical fairy story, you know. And she barged across the room, and she opened the window, and she threw the wolf out onto the street. And you know who'd just walked past before? A giant horse. And this giant horse left a big pile of poo on the ground, and the wolf fell into it with his head on the poo. So not only was the wolf covered in horse's poo, which actually stuck to him from the poisonous glue, he was also covered in stinging nettles. And he'd just suffered a fall from the first floor of a house. He was lying there, more than beaten. He knew not to mess with Mummy Pig again. And all the 3 little pigs were looking out the front door, laughing at him. Just
And they lived happily ever after. The end.